I raided my neighbor's house party because I wanted to know who their electrician was. He's like, yo, are these speakers too loud for you or something? I'm like, no, but like, how did you achieve these decibels with the city's public voltage count? How the heck do you do that, bro? Well, I bake bread with Kool-Aid in the mixture because I will never know what it's like to be French. They're like, yo, like, where did you learn to bake? I'm like, nowhere, man. I don't know. I just get more bang for my buck when I learn the hard way. So, try stuff. I blew bubbles in a hot air balloon because expensive distractions are good for a friend's abrupt breakup. They're like, I thought it was just our love, but it was only an hour of love. I'm like, well, the financial stress of this trip will help you forget all about them. Don't worry about it. He paid for both of us. I haven't seen a clothing logo all week because the air conditioning is broken in my house. They're like, wait, you just been walking around your house naked all week? I'm like, hey man, I believe that my body is built like poetry. I tried to throw hands with the principal because I hoped that the sweat would put out the fire between us. They're like, yo, what was your beef with the principal? I'm like, I don't know, man. I just felt like if they're gonna use my test scores to recruit students, then that should be tax deductible. I guess you didn't see it that way. My car has glass doors in it because it makes me feel like I'm a spirit in a bottle. They're like, you want your spirit to be contained? I'm like, yeah, mostly because too many people are trying to sell me hell insurance. Just kind of want to like block out the noise. The design on my bucket hat is the terms and conditions of my website because I'm just hoping I just run into a lawyer while I'm out. And they're like, ooh, man, he got the standard liability 11s. I'm like, man, this hat's so fresh, I believe in the afterlife again. I won't explain to the vet why the Christmas lights were wrapped around my dog because I run from blame like bad advice. I'm like, yo, like, why is it so hard to prove to you that I'm innocent? And he's like, because you have way too much faith in your bad lies. I don't blame myself for my self-destructive tendencies because some days being insane hurts my feelings. They're like, do you trust yourself with your life? I'm like, yeah, of course. Because the only way to cure the poison is more of the poison. I normalized normalizing things because I'm addicted to feeling like I'm normal. They're like, yo, why is everyone in your city so used to how often you panic? I'm like, because my stress responses turned me into the boy who cried wolf. Like, just get used to it eventually. I tried to turn graduation night into a game of dodgeball because I thought that I was never gonna see these people again. They were like, yo, these hats represent this great accomplishment that you've achieved. I'm like, yeah, but if you throw the hats like a frisbee, it's easier to aim. I'm trying to escape the air around me because my lawyer said that I can't win without his signature like it's Kamehameha. He's like, good luck trying to erase my name off all those documents if you really don't want to work with me. I'm like, yeah, because pencil eraser shavings make me hallucinate. I was hoping we could just white it out. My contact list feels like a sketchbook because disappearing is the cheapest way to feel famous. They're like, yo, so every name on this list is more like a half-baked idea to you more than like a real person. I'm like, yeah, I mean, my network ambitions are only there to cure my boredom. There's an old lady with a picture of my face on a stick because I lost confidence in my ability to make a lot of money. She's like, have you seen this man? he did a horrible job catering my granddaughter's wedding reception. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't believe in a marriage that has 3 DJs at the wedding. I just can't do it. I tried to catch my missed flight with a parachute because I thought that the pilot wouldn't notice that I came in late. They're like, yo, why are you always late to your flights? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, it's because my morning routine consists of drinking orange juice until it hurts to cry. I have 911 disabled on my phone because I've noticed that every time I call the ambulance, it's on myself. You know, they're like, yo, is this actually an emergency, Aaron, this time? I'm like, well, I tried to karate chop a bagel fresh out the toaster, so yes. I tried to learn 3 new languages in a week because I think that I'm above the laws of nature. They're like, yo, you're delusional, Aaron. Like, please don't do this. I'm like, I just believe in myself. Whoever convinced you that this is a bad idea ruined your life. Yeah, I hung out with some professional bubble blowers because I never thought to ask this generation where the good people hang out. They were like, yo, I only talk to people that can afford a luxury bag. I'm like, oh, you're so lucky my feet aren't fat enough to drop kick you properly. I only live in my memories because I'm way too self-absorbed to think that other people are cute. They're like, yo, like, what could possibly be distracting you more than Vanessa's beauty right now? I'm like, I mean, she's great, but like the creases in my elbow remind me of a trombone paperclip. It's pretty cool. I told Jimmy Shorthead to follow his dreams because people are a lot more fun to believe in when you actually don't believe in them. He's like, yo, like, I'm not feeling what you guys are seeing in me, man. I'm like, yeah, you're right, man. I'm cleaning myself of that belief system too. So you're not alone. You're so dumb. My toast was soft this morning because I was too distracted dreaming up the perfect diss record towards the local rapper. They're like, yo, you need to eat. Then you'll be more focused today. I'm like, yeah, but like, what if I told him, your face has a lot of virality. There's a lot of ways to be interactive with a face like that. Would that be hard? Like, I traded real love for a necklace because that's a very little brother thing to do. They're like, yo, the chain is like scratching up your neck pretty badly. I'm like, oh, no, that's not a scratch. That's just excessive ashiness. Yeah, but I failed at becoming a ballerina boxer because I like to talk about business over the loudspeakers too much. They're like, wait, you want the whole world to know your business? Like, that doesn't give you anxiety? I'm like, bro, I walk off my anxiety like a stubbed toe. Let's get a couple laps, you'll be all right. I tried to pay for my groceries with my collection of funny sound bites because to be around me is to be full of secondhand embarrassment. My friend is like, I'm gonna spare you the performance of acting like I'm surprised that you tried that. I'm like, why don't you support me on my attempt to get to the root of my toxic relationship with money? Like, what the heck? I just don't feel like